Well, guys, that was a bloodbath. That was an absolute bloodbath for favorites in week two of the NFL and for betting. Um, this is the week two recap for the NFL, and it was a massacre there for favorites. If you took favorites money line, you took favorites to stack them against parlays, hopefully to pick too much money, do it just for fun. You lost. You got absolutely killed out there. I mean, here, let's just get into it. Let's recap it. The Saints go into the Cowboys, who I had Cowboys covering. The Saints come in there and absolutely just run them over with a semi truck. They did not care about Dak. They did not care about CeeDee Lamb. I mean, where's this defense for the Dallas Cowboys? This vaunted defense. You know, it's just unreal. They come in there and they just destroy them. If I remember this, if I wrote this down just to remember, they averaged 7.7 yards a play, 50% on third downs. And Kamara looks like he is back. Vintage Kamara when he was just a darling in fantasy football. I don't have him in fantasy football, but he was a darling, just kicking ass. Carr didn't have to throw the ball that much. Just unreal. Cowboys, I mean, they got no run offense, just nothing. After CeeDee Lamb, where is there? Ferguson's hurt. I mean, they need it. Cooks looks like age is catching up to him, or maybe Dak doesn't like him too much. I don't know. There's nothing after CeeDee Lamb. The running game doesn't look good. I think we all bought into fool's gold with the Cowboys, but they have a really great record in the regular season in home. So against the spread. So they disappoint everybody. I mean, unreal. And talk about disappointments. The 49ers, the vaunted 49ers, I was told as an Eagles fan all the way, Eagles 5, we'll do a video about tomorrow for that game. The 49ers, they are here to kick ass and take names. Well, Minnesota took your name, all right? They went in there, they didn't care about their how many superstars they have. Brock Purdy, overrated. They just went in there. Sam Darnold looks like his career's back. Got the right head coach to believe in him, right system. Looks great. JJ looked great. I know he got hurt, but apparently he's gonna be back. But they destroyed the 49ers. Oh no, the game was much away from the 49ers. The game looks much closer, but the Minnesota gave them everything. It could have been a way worse game. I mean, it just disappointing. The 49ers, I don't know, not looking too good. Where's Ayuk at? Like, you got these signed a big contract. What's going on? What are you doing? Is Brock Purdy, getting rattled out there? But, Sam Darnold looks like he's really having a great resurgence in his career, which is awesome for that guy. Ravens, how do you let the Las Vegas Raiders come in there and beat you? You just gave the Kansas City Chiefs a run for their money, and you dropped the ball to the Raiders. They had, Minshew had actually a really good game. Devontae Adams tore them up. That tight end Bowers, he looks like the real deal. Great pickup by them. But Minshew came in there and destroyed you guys. Their offensive line, the Baltimore Ravens, is awful. It looks like a mess. It's overrated. It's going to give him fits. Henry did all right. I don't think nobody's really scared of Henry that much as usual. Cornerbacks, where are they? I mean, Devontae Adams just run him over. Minshew gave him a show. I mean, unbelievable. What are you going to say? Lamar needs to run more. He just needs to run. And you know what? That's the only thing they're going to do. I mean, what happened to Likely? They must have took him away. But Lamar is just going to have to not only put this team on his back, the whole damn city of Baltimore put on his back to win this. To win, they have to run. All they got is Zay Flowers, Andrews. He's not really looking like Andrews of the past. So he's just going to have to run his butt off and probably try to go over 1,000 yards rushing to keep this team winning, because they're 0-2 now and minus 8.5. They dropped the ball. They were favored minus 8.5. Unreal. Bengals and Chiefs, good game. Chiefs got lucky with that PI. Didn't like that whatsoever. Kelsey looks cooked. You know, I don't see Kelsey going over 1,000 yards. He didn't reach it last year. Don't think he's gonna make it this year. He looks like he's a tad slower. You know, he's getting up there. Guy's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's gonna be arguably, you can argue he's the best tight end in history. You can argue with him. He's in the top 5 for sure. But you know, Mahomes is still that guy. He's still that guy. He got up there, got in field goal position on that lucky PI. Was that pass interference? I mean, he did get there tad early, but you know, I don't know. I feel like the Bengals they're slow starters, you know. Dumb play by Chase to get that personal foul. But you know, they're slow starters. I think they're gonna bounce back. They're 0-2, but I can still see them making the playoffs, you know. So don't sleep on the Bengals to come back. But you know, good win, and that was a good loss if there ever was one. Giants and the Washington, that was a good game. If Gano does not get hurt, the Giants win. Giants has, I mean, Danny Dimes, you know, Devontae Danny Dimes. He has the Washington's number, has great numbers against him. But Gano gets hurt, they would have won the game. I really believe that. I had the Giants winning that game, money line. But, you know, Gano gets hurt, and, you know, that's just a kick in the nuts. The Cardinals, I mean, the Cardinals look just fun to watch. Look at them, they just handle the Rams. The Rams are a mess. They're so injured. Kupp got injured. You know, so they got 2 of their best wide receivers out. Their offensive line is a mess. Stafford's a statue. He's gonna get hurt out there. Arizona looks fun. I mean, Murray looks like he's just tossing that ball, looking like a fantasy king like he was a couple years ago. So Arizona looks fun. I can't wait to watch them. They're going to be fun to bet on. Watch the overs with them. They look really great. You know, the other game I want to talk about is the Buccaneers and the Lions. A lot of people it's still early, but a lot of people took the Lions to represent the NFC, the Packers as well. Good win by them, by the way. But the Buccaneers come in there not scared whatsoever. Baker Mayfield looks legit. This is a, you know, this is great performance by him. A lot of people like Colin Cowherd threw him in the bucket. They thought he was done, but great win by them. Mike Evans, good win. They still got a lot of good guys there. You know, Lions, you know, they got all the offensive tools, but if you get to Jared Goff and you rattle him, that's it. He's not the best. You rattle him, he goes down the tubes. Also, I've been saying it, their secondary is not that great. I'm going to call right now. The first round they picked it from Alabama. I like Mitchell. I'm an Eagles fan. I'm a little biased, but I like the first round pick the Eagles picked over the Lions' first pick and the cornerback position. But I don't know. Lions, are they a bit overrated? Maybe. A lot of people put a lot of juice on them. People love them. I don't know. I don't see the Buccaneers look legit. 2-0. They look like the real deal. Quick fire here with the rest of quick fire in the rest of the games. I did have money on the Seahawks to cover 3 points against Patriots. They pushed that with the Patriots. Seahawks pushed it. You know, I don't know what the heck that was about. The Patriots passing game looked terrible, and the Seahawks, I don't know. Stevenson looks legit good. You know, I don't know how he just can't put 8 in the box and just try to stop him. I mean, just let one of the Patriots quarterbacks try to stop you. Just let them. Just say, throw the ball. You have to, you know, you're gonna have to beat us with the pass, because Stevenson. That's all they're doing. I mean, I push on that. Great, didn't lose any money, but I thought the Seahawks were gonna they had the chance. They had a chance to put them away, and it was a bummer that Walker was out too. Maybe it's a different game with Walker in, but their Zach Cabernet, I think his name is, he did all right, did pretty good, but I don't know. That was another disappointing game, but I push on that. And the Chargers against the Panthers. I mean, what are you gonna say about the Panthers? I mean, if they didn't have bad luck, they would have no luck at all. Young looks awful. I mean, he doesn't even look like an NFL quarterback. I mean, some of the passes I saw there, just a quick screen, he just leads the guy. I mean, you pit the Red Rocket in, man. I mean, but they're not, because they have the first round pick invested in him. But he looks awful. I mean, I know he's not surrounded by the best, but they did give him they gave him some upgrades, and he just looks terrible. I mean, but the running backs they got there, Miles Sanders, I mean, how does that feel leaving Miles? You left for more money, and you're behind the Panthers with that line. It's terrible. Chuba Hubbard, only bright spot. I mean, yeah, pick him up in fantasy if you want. If you're really hurting for running back, he's still out there. He's still some in my leagues, surprisingly. But pick him up. Chargers look legit. Dobbins, I'm so glad I picked him in fantasy. Dobbins looks legit. The Chargers, I still think it's been a fool's goal with them. They can't pat. Quinn Johnson looked good. But they have the running game. Dobbins was up. If he stays healthy, that's a diamond in the rough, if you will. So that was a great pickup by them. They're 2-0, so they might surprise some people. Not to say much about the Jets and Titans. I watched some of it. Aaron Rodgers looks like he can't move that well, not as he used to. That's concerning, because some of his legs were a good part of the game, especially in Green Bay. He could take off. Titans, I mean, Will Levis looks like a poor man's Carson Wentz, and that's not good, because Carson Wentz is a backup in this league, and he had some fire when he was with the Philly, but he looks like a poor man's Carson Wentz. Crazy throws, erratic hero ball. I mean, at the Titans are going nowhere. They're going to be getting a top 5 pick easy. Great touchdown by Breece Hall. I cashed in the anytime TD by him. Good catch. But other than that, good win by the Jets. Tennessee, they are what we thought they are. Bums. With the Steelers and Broncos game, Tomlin as a favorite is not really good. You want to bet on him against the spread. When he's an underdog, you want to bet him. He comes in through beautifully when he is an underdog with the spread. But I didn't pin no money on this game. I did pick the Steelers to win, but no, I didn't want to touch the game. Boring, low scoring. Fields is only going to take them so far. I'm not buying the Fields. I buy the Steelers defense, but not Justin Fields. The running backs are all just average, okay guys. Love Pickens. I think Pickens had a legit quarterback, one that could pass. He would be really great. Broncos, I mean, have you guys seen Colin Cowherd? He loves the Broncos. He thinks they're going to sneak in the playoffs. Don't know what the hell he's looking at. Bo Nix, he looks okay. He doesn't look great. I mean, they have no running backs. Williams, okay, not good. I mean, average. Wide receivers, nobody. I mean, no. I don't see why he thinks Broncos. Colin Cowherd thinks the Broncos are going to make the playoffs. No, rebuilding year. They need more pieces for that kid if they're going to keep on winning with them. No, he didn't look that good. I have no idea what's going on. Broncos, I hope they enjoy another top 10 pick in the first round of next year coming up. And just finished the Bears and Texans game. Good game to watch. It was like everybody was getting sacked. Where was anybody's offensive line? I swear at one point, every time I looked at the TV, everybody was getting sacked left and right. I mean, Caleb Williams is going to have no legs after this season. I mean, he's getting sacked. No time. Like, what are the Bears doing? Take a page out of the Chargers book. They rebuilt great offensive line for Herbert. They have a young quarterback they need to invest in. Williams, hike, sack, run, sack. Doesn't matter. The guy's getting sacked all the time. And he's checking down to the receiver, tight end. What are these wide receivers for that you drafted and spent money on? DJ Moore, Allen was hurt, but the guy they drafted, Bears have potential, but I don't see it. I mean, I saw Nick Wright. Nick Wright had the Bears, like, I think he had the Bears like going far. Or he may had them going to the playoffs for sure. I know it's the beginning of the season. They're 1-1. They barely beat Tennessee because Will Levis is doing carnival circus throws, hoping it goes in there and it gets caught. Will Levis won the game for the Bears. So no, the Bears not buying it. Maybe the same record as that last year, not making the playoffs. With the way the Vikings look, I don't see the Bears making the playoffs. Green Bay, then the Vikings, and Detroit. Those three teams I can see making the playoffs. Chicago, see you later. And with the Texans, they look good. Didn't look really good this game, but Bears have a really good, solid defense, good corners. You know, they sack you. So the Bears always have a good defense. They just have a JV football offense for the last few years. But Texans look real good. They look like the real deal. Looks like they could probably give a run of the money to the Kansas City. I really do. I mean, they have a bunch of weapons. Mixon got a little beat up, but I think they need a backup, decent running back. The other Akers and that other guy, sorry, I cannot pronounce his name. They don't wow me. They don't think they look any good. But they have the weapons. I think they could do it. They could challenge the Chiefs for that top billing of the AFC. So they look really good. Not too so good in this game. Challenging by a tough defense by the Bears, but they pulled it through. And I just want to say one thing for the matchup tomorrow: Eagles versus the Falcons. I'm going to do a video tomorrow on bets, see what bets I like for the game. AJ Brown is out, but the Eagles do get back their starting corner Rodgers, and they get Devin White, the linebacker. Devin White is not starting, but he's a good rotation piece if they do rotate, which they do. So I'm let you know I am a diehard Eagles fan, as you can tell right here. There you go, Eagles. Can you see that? Diehard Eagles fan. Been watching them since McNabb got drafted from Syracuse. Can't wait to watch it. I loved them against the Packer game, even though that Brazil game that field was god awful. But great win for them. I think it's gonna be a really good, tough game. Just let you guys know now, I still lean Eagles. Don't trust primetime Kirk. No way. I don't believe it. Drake London doesn't look too good. B.J. Robinson looks great, but you got to kind of stop him. Kyle Pitts looks better than average. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be a really good game, and I am going to make a video about my bets for that one. So hope you tune in for that one as well. Well, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in to my Week 2 NFL recap. I want to state again, it was a bloodbath for all favorites. Some favorites won probably, but the ones that were favored by a lot of points, 6.5, 8.5, 7, they got shellacked. So bloodbath. We'll call it the NFL Week 2 bloodbath because it was unbelievable. For my best 3 bets I made before today, Sunday, I went no wins, 1 push, and 2 losses. So Ravens lost, the Dallas lost, and I pushed with the Patriots versus the Seahawks, taking the Seahawks minus the 3. So not too good for me. Hopefully I do better next week for myself and for you guys who follow me. But thank you for coming for this recap. That was an absolute bloodbath. So thank you guys, and hope you come in tomorrow for the Eagles versus the Falcons. So see you on the next one.